Hello, everybody. This is Wellington Nidza from Computer Science Zimbabwe. It has been a while. So this is Java programming, and today we'll be looking at the most important part in Java, which is OOP, Object-Oriented Programming. In the last episode, we'll be doing some data types. We did primitive data types and all kind of data types, and we do some stacks, some tricks with Java so that we can understand it better. But now we're going to the core of Java, which is OOP, um, whereby we're trying to create what are called user-defined data types. Um, the you know if you look back when we were studying Java, we talked about this code int, code a string, code a boolean. But let's say now I want to implement something that is of a real world problem to the computer. We don't have such data type for that. For example, a car, a person, um, a student, we don't have such data types. But with OOP, it allows us to create our own data types, which are objects. We can say this user-defined data types that anybody can create, and the aspect of OOP helps us with that. So we're going to you shall to see so many important things that we'll be discussing here, and the aspects of OOP basically looks at inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction. So I will discuss more further when I'll be writing code, and so that is it. So someone is asking, what is an object? So an object, uh, it's it has attributes or properties and methods. That is a behavior. So that what constitute an object. So let us just start to write some code. I'm going to create a new class. So I'll start a class that something which is interesting, a car. So, so in Java, when you are creating a class, um, the it should start with the capital letter, and in a format that is like this, like what you're seeing here. So I'm going to give the attributes for the car. A car, we have a string for a name of the car, and we also have, I'm going to give some simple things so so can have the model. So these ones are called attributes or properties of an object car. And oh, what method can you have for a car? A car can accelerate, can say accelerate. And here in this method, we can just say system.printout. I can accelerate system.out dot print in. Just say I can accelerate like this. So that's it. And what another behavior of the car that we can say, the car can brake. So you can say brake. Um, System dot dot print in, to say I can break. So now this one, these can just put some comments here. So these are properties, um, properties, props, or attributes. These are properties or attributes, and here these are these are behavior for methods. Though some may say they're function, but but the most appropriate word to say in OOP is a method. So now let's just try to run and see what we can have here. So we use this method, public static void main. So this is the main function string. So it to accept string as arguments, and this is it. So now we can create an instance of this object. We can decide to say, okay, uh, we can say car like this. We can say car one um, equal to new car, just like this. So you can see, and I can say car one equal to my favorite car, which is a Rolls Royce. So that it. So if you see, you're seeing something here. There is something that is an error. You can say it's dot name. So now it's perfect. You can say the model car one dot model equals to say this is 2023. Let's say Phantom 2023. Okay, 2023. So that's it. So now I have created an instance of this object, and also we can call this method that we've created, like the one that break, and also we can call the other one that accelerate, and also we can just say system dot out dot printing. You can just try to print the names, car1 dot name, just for fun. So this is basically an object. We've created an object. So object with attributes, the string, name and model, and the method, accelerate and break. So let's just try to run and see what we get. So here is the terminal that I get. I can brake, I can accelerate, I can Rolls Royce, which is the name that we have declared here. So here, this is just basically an object. So an object here, if you look here, uh, we uh, I called this new car, but you didn't see me create such a method. So Java has two special method. It's a special method called a constructor. So a constructor is the one that is called when you create an instance of that object. For example, this car, uh, it's a method that I didn't create here, but it is created default by when I created a class. When I create a class, so that one, this one, it's a no argument constructor. So there is other types which is or argument constructor, which contains all the arguments of that class. Um, we can have or more constructors in Java. It's possible. So that's it. That is about constructor, which is a special method in OOP. So let us look at that aspect we talked about in OOP, which is inheritance. So inheritance, this is way of inheriting, like the name, inheriting something from a parent class, inheriting methods and properties from a parent class. So let me demonstrate by creating another class. This class I'm just going to call it uh, another one of my favorite car again, a Benz, a Benz. So this one is Benz. So when I say extends car, so this would tell the compiler that we are want to use the properties and the methods that are in the car class. So here, let me just demonstrate how um, inheritance work. So I'm going to say going to just declare a method, the main method, um, static void main string. Uh, so now, okay, okay, there's something that is not well. So now as you see, I did not create any properties for this class. Um, so let's just I'm going to create an instance of this class. So I'm going to say bands. Let's just say bands equal to new bands like this. So now I can just say bands dot accelerate, and also I can just say bands. Let me just call this just only one function. You can say just bands uh, dot name equal to you can just decide to say the model what the model can just say this one is a C, it's a E class or C. Let me just say whatever C class. Okay. um Okay, so that's it. So here, if you look closely here, when I created this class, I didn't create this method. You are not see, I didn't create this method, and even this property model, I didn't create it. This is because of inheritance. So this process is called inheritance. So let me try to run this method. So we can see that I can accelerate, but if you look here, I didn't create this method that say I can accelerate. And also, let me just try to display the model. Uh, so you can say bands dot model. So if I run again, you will see I can accelerate C class. So this is inheritance. So that basically is inheritance in Java, whereby we're inheriting the properties and methods of a superclass. So here, they also we can declare uh, sus- um, a we can try to use the constructor. A, let's say I want to use a constructor. Uh, we have defined a constructor or argument constructor in the um in the in the car class, and want to use it. We have to use let's say I'll create this constructor for this class. Just say Benz. So a constructor must have the same name as the class, same name as the class. So that one is a constructor. So if I want to use the constructor of the superclass I would just have used to use this super method. This one will tell uh, this constructor of this object that to use the constructor of the super class if I declared in argument constructor. So that is it about um that is it basically about inheritance, and that's it. So also we have something that is called overriding. So let's say I want to create something here. I want to this accelerate class. I don't want to use the same one that is in the in the super class. I have to just say void. It's possible. I say void accelerate acceler acceler accelerate accelerate like this, and just give what I want. So I say system dot out dot printing. I say uh um um bands. I can accelerate accelerate faster, just like this. So now if we create this method, now when we call this method in this class, uh the method that we declare here in this class is the one that will be used. So this is it. So let's try to run and see. So bends, I can accelerate fast. So this is now the method has been used. But for you to make your code clean so that when other people are reading your code, and to make for maintainability, you have to use this annotation um, called it override. So this is an annotation that is used to say when someone is reading this code, you just know that this method is there in the superclass, and here I'm trying to make this method specifically for 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 this uh, child class. So that is it about about um inheritance, and that is polymorphism. So the aspect that is the aspect of polymorphism, allowing us to override some uh, method that have been created in the super class. That is polymorphism. And now let's look at we talked about inheritance, polymorphism. Now let's look at abstraction. So abstraction is just to create an abstract for a class. So you, we can decide to create here in this class. We can say uh, public abstract is such such a method, and that method will be used by those classes. And we have what is called encapsulation. So encapsulation, this is the process whereby we are accessing the class by means of getters and setters. So let me create another okay, another class. So whereby we use getters and setters. So let us just create another our own data type, which is a student, student, student. So this is the student class. So here, when we are dealing with this one, we make use of what are called access modifiers. Access modifiers. Access modifiers, we have private, public, protected, and these are access modifiers. When we say something is public, when we declare a variable saying it's public, it means that that variable can be accessed and modified by any class, by any class. So that is public. And when we say it's private, that class, that variable can not be accessed. So it cannot be accessed, yes, and cannot be modified by any other class, by its own class. The way to modify um, those um, variables or variables is by the use of what is called getters and setters. So that is it. And protected, uh, they can they also works as the same way private does. So that is it. So let us just create something here. We can say public. So here I want to create a constructor, public student. So this is I will just say string name, and another one I just say what string again, reg number. This is the reg number for 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 the person, for the student. Okay, I'm putting. So now we can say this dot name equals to name, and we have this dot regnum regnum reg now equal to reg number. So here we have, so I forgot. So here we have to create these ones, private name, private string name. So we're defining the properties for this class, private string name. So now private string reg num. So here I have to space this. So these are properties for this class. So here the properties for this class, and here this is a constructor. This is a O argument constructor, and let me just create another constructor, public student. This one it's just a no argument constructor, like this. So let me just create some getters and setters right here. Okay, so first to create a getter for this, for for so we say public uh, public get, this, it creates for me public get string get name, and just say public again for public string. You can just say get get regional. So this is a get and a setter. So And these are getters. Let me create a setter, say public, uh, public, let me see set. So these are just setter, to set, and the public, set, page number. So these are things that I will use, let's say, as a method that I will use to modify objects in this class. So let me create this public void, this main function, public static void main. So we have a string and args. So this is it, and that's it. So now let's just create a student. So say student. So if you have noticed that now, uh, if you're wondering why am I saying student, so now is I declared, I said earlier that uh, classes are user-defined data type. So now this Java is now understanding that this student is now a data type that that you want to use. So I'll say student, and the name of the variable that I say student one, and can just say go to new student like this. So if I say student dot name equal to uh, I might just put my name here like this, and let us just run the code. Public, okay, system dot out dot printing student dot name. Sorry, supposed to be student one, student one dot name. So let's try to run and see. Wellington, it's happening. So this is it. So we run, we can see that we have Wellington being displayed here. So now um, this is we say this is encapsulation. So now let's try to create another class. So I'm going to create another class, and I want you to notice something. I'm going to call this class students. So just students. So this class. So in this class, I'm going to take this same record here, and I'm going to put it into students class, in the student class. So this is it. So now let me try to run. Um, so here we have name have private access student. So that is in encapsulation that we were describing, that for you to be able to, when you try to access this class, this property that has been declared in in the in this class as private, when you want to use them, uh, they cannot be you cannot modify um, that that property or a method uh, by just declaring like this. You have now to use what are getters and setters. So if we just say now, we change this code, we say set name, and I say Wellington, 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 And now if we say here, also we're going to have the same error here. So if we want to get the to display Wellington here, we have to say student one dot get name. So now let us run and see what will happen. So we are getting Wellington. So just basically this is OOP. Um, we have polymorphism means encapsulation and abstraction. So now you can see that encapsulation makes use of getters and setters, whereby we're trying to hide the data that if I say um, this one it's private, then it can only be accessed by the use of getters and setters. But if I say public here, they just try to see public. Or if I just say a string like this, it checks the default that this one it's public. So if I come here and just redo my code, uh, I'm just spraying redo. Okay, like this will be, we don't have any error. It will be just perfect. But now you can, by this you can just see the importance of uh, of setting your properties if it is public or is private. It- This setting these actually is private public. It helps you. For example, you try to create another class that have the same name as this one. So this will, you have some conflicts in your code, whereby when I let's say in this class also student, I created another a variable called a name. um, when I create another class and update that name, it will affect the both classes because they are set publicly. So that is it about OOP. It's just simple. OOP is simple. Many people are afraid of OOP, but it's just a simple um, simple thing. And I hope that's it. If I'm trying to think something that I can share with you about OOP, but basically this is OOP. If you understand this, you are good to go. Um, because OOP is the one that is used in when you use frameworks like Spring Boot. That's you'll be full force in OOP. So that is it for today. Next episode we'll be looking at Spring Boot and Spring Boot, which is a framework in Java, and we'll look at creating some RESTful APIs using Spring Boot, and in Spring Boot we'll look at beans. We'll look at what is a bean. We'll discuss what is a bean. Um, Creating a get method, some events, and so forth, and many things in in Spring Boot. So this is it. Uh, this is Wellington. Don't forget to subscribe, post, and share. Uh, Signing out. Bye bye.